the essential nature. Indeed, total aloneness is the essential nature, the ultimate reality of man. It is the ultimate reality of man. Remember, individuality is false, as man is a wave in the organic whole of the existence. Does this need reconciliation? There is no need for any kind of reconciliation. Aloneness is wholesome. Aloneness is wholeness. But wholeness does not mean individuality. Wholeness is not individuality. Individuality is part of society. You are individual because of society. When you are totally alone, you will not be individual. You are not part of the society. An individual means a part of society, a unit of society, an important part of the society. When you are in the crowd, you are an individual. When you move out of the crowd that society is, when you move out of the crowd, not only is the crowd dropping behind, the individual is also dropping far, far behind. That individuality was given to you by the society. Individuality and society are two poles of one phenomenon. Alone you are not individual. The individuality has to exist within the framework, within the pattern that society creates. It is just when I say that alone you are neither good nor bad. If all that is good and bad, low and high, rich and poor, are the patterns of the society. Society means the mind. Things are without any distinction. It is the mind, the pattern of the society, that divides it into good and bad, right and wrong, low and high, rich and poor. When you are alone, not part of the society, how can there be good and bad? How can there be sage and sinner? Alone you are neither beautiful nor ugly, because when you are alone, the pattern of the society, the framework of the mind does not exist. Alone, if you are the only person on the planet, will wisdom and foolishness have any meaning? Both are dualities. And dualities are the pattern given by the society to the individual mind. When The author Nivedita wrote the book Life of Bliss Beyond Duality. It has a deeper meaning that you have dropped out of the society of the pattern of the mind, and when you drop out of the pattern of the society or the framework of the mind, there is no more duality, and bliss is the fragrance when duality does not exist. These are not mere words. This is a deep understanding that must be part of your life, and you live your life of bliss beyond duality. You are in the world. You are doing everything that you have to do as a part of the world, but not affected by its patterns. You have your own way of understanding, your way of expression. Dichotomy drops. The individual exists in society. The individual is the unit of the society. When we talk about family or society or nation, you do not see, and you only see the individuals. Family is a collection of individuals in a certain framework. Society is another collection of the individuals in another pattern. Alone, you are not an individual. You do not think that you will become an individual when you are alone. No, you will not be an individual then. Then what will you be? Just a presence. A presence does not have any mind of its own. If there is no society, how can there be an individual? You will be there, and that aloneness will become the wholeness, the totality, the ultimate. The ego will drop, and it is the ego that gives you the feeling of individuality, the feeling of separation. When ego and all these things drop, you become whole, you are total. And love is the inner harmony when all the divisions drop out. That is why it is the fragrance of the being. It is the echo. You are the echo of the being, the unheard sound that continuously echoes deep within you. This is wholeness. You are not part of anything now. You have become the whole, and love is that realization of wholeness within. And when you realize this wholeness within, then there is no division between, because the division of male and female also has dropped. There is one beingness. Like two electrical equipments operating on the same eternal principle with a different mind frame, manifesting different things. This is how I visualize, I realize the life, a harmony. And when there is a harmony, all divisions drop. The flower, the eternal flower, blossoms for the first time. Its fragrance and its splendor. As its fragrance and its splendor, love surrounds you. This is difficult to express in language because this appears as absurd. You cannot imagine how you will not be an individual if you are alone. Because if you think and imagine yourself on a hilltop, sitting alone somewhere in the Himalayan cave or on the shore of an ocean, you will think of yourself as an individual because you don't know what real aloneness is, what real solitude is. Does aloneness has anything to do with thoughts? Aloneness means all thought, all mind, or all individuality that was given to you by the society has been left far, far behind. And you are just a space, an emptiness, nobody. Sitting in a Himalayan cave or on the shore of the ocean, there will be no one who is sitting. You are just a space, a hollow bamboo. And when you are a hollow bamboo, the music of eternity flows through you. Buddha was meditating under Bodhi tree. It was full moon night, and some young people had come to the forest. They had brought alcohol with them and a young prostitute. But they looked so much, but they took so much alcohol and they become so intoxicated that the prostitute escaped. When they became aware that the girl has left them, they started to search for her. Where did she go? In their search, they reached Buddha, who was sitting under the Bodhi tree meditating. So they asked him, "You must have seen a young, beautiful, nude girl passing by here because this is the only way and it is full moon night. You must have seen a beautiful young person passing by. Did you see her?" Buddha opened his eyes and said, "Someone did pass by, but I cannot say whether the one who passed by was a woman or a man. I cannot say whether the person who passed by was beautiful or ugly, and I cannot say whether the person who passed by was clothes or naked. Someone did pass, I heard the footsteps. They were amazed and said, "This is impossible." Buddha said, "I would not have believed this myself before, when I was a part of society. It would have been impossible. But now that I have left this society far, far behind, I have left all the conceptions of the society and the mind as well. Now only nature happens around me. So I did hear the sound of someone passing by, the footsteps. There was just a sound which reached my inner space. That is all. Someone passed. Now, for some, this has been a realization, because now you have dropped out of the society. You are simply a space. And when you are a space, you are a flower of eternity. You become a silent inner space. You are not an individual because the mind has disappeared. The thoughts arise no more. Something that you could have never believed that this can happen to you, but now this is happening to you every moment. You are floating in the ocean of eternal silence, inner space. To drop the mind, solitude is suggested. Aloneness is necessary. At times during your life, you have withdrawn occasionally to enter solitude, but the mind did not drop. It is only afterwards now mind has dropped. There, then, when you slipped out of a particular relationship to enter aloneness, mind still continued, and you did not experience the bliss of aloneness. Now, without any effort, you are not part of the society. The mind, the thought process has dropped. Aloneness, the solitude has become spontaneous and natural. You do not have to make any effort. You are a space. It is your own space which resonates. Metaphorically, it is the same space of which the existence is composed of. The mind is dropped. Naturally, it slipped out of your hand as if a child slips out of his attachment to the toys. This is your experience, and this experience has given you a realization, now. A moment comes when you do not know who you are, and that is the moment from where real knowledge, vision, intuition will start. You will see different aspects of life and living in a totally different way, not as gross, but as subtle. Enough for